Time for another Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all, is there a little haze on there? What am I seeing? Is there a haze on my camera? What is that? It's like, yeah, it's creating like a halo. I don't know, maybe it's the light. Anyway, hey everybody. So I've got new books of the week. I've got kind of a dollar haul mixed in with a couple of back issues, and I'm going to kick it off. Before I get to the new books, I'm just going to show you real quickly. I did a eBay buy. It was 10 books, and I swear to God, do eBay sellers just not know how to pack comic books? Because it's really getting frustrating. Before I get to this, though, I will say real quickly, if you're new to this channel, if you enjoy this content, please do me a favor, like and subscribe down below. I would appreciate it. I am trying to grow the channel. If you guys, I'm recording this in the middle of the night on, what is it, Thursday night? Friday morning? Something like that. If you haven't watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, oh my God, so good. Also Invincible, so good. So anyway, so this was an eBay buy, and this guy, he even after I begged him to pack these tough, he packed them between two pieces of cardboard that were barely bigger than the backing boards, and it was just in an envelope. It was shipped medium mail, so it got dropped, and one corner dinged like more than half the books. So some of these are damaged. This is Avengers number 24, a variant. None of these are bagged. They all got damaged up here on the corner, except for like a couple, which I got really lucky on. But anyway, I complained. He refunded my money. I guess I can't be too upset because I did end up getting some free books out of the deal. But some of these, unfortunately, are damaged to where, like, you know, they're not mint, I guess I should say. Captain America 25 was unfortunately one of the ones I got that was damaged. Oh well. Captain America, this is my third copy of this book. Captain America 355, first appearance or first meeting of Battlestar and the Falcon. And this one wasn't really mint. Like, he had called all these books near mint, and some of them were not really near mint. Some of them were, though. This is Captain America number 445. I just thought it was a cool cover, and this is from an era when the book was kind of low ordered. This is Daredevil number 200. I'm going through these kind of fast because I want to get to the new this week stuff. Marvel Tales Thanos. This is all reprints, but I didn't have it. It's a pretty expensive book too. It's like a $7.99 book, and unfortunately, this is one of the ones that got dinged. I don't know if you can see. You see, like right there. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Because other than that, like, this one is perfect. I mean, like, if it wasn't for that, it would have been perfect. And then I think this is one of the ones that did not get damaged, thankfully. This is America number 2. Nice copy. This I was most excited about, and thank God it did not get damaged. I just need to get it in a bag and a board. All new Captain America number 1. And when you guys see Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you're going to know why I'm so happy that I got this book. That's my second copy of that book, I think. Captain America number 450. I just thought this was a really cool, kind of like Time magazine type cover. And this one, thankfully, did not get damaged. It's amazing that some of these didn't get damaged. eBay sellers, please figure it out. I don't know what your problem is. And then this is, I believe this is 450 cover B. This is kind of an early book for there to be two different covers, but yeah. So, okay, and then also through eBay, and I'm probably going to have to return this because the guy promoted it as near mint, and it is absolutely not near mint. This is Justice League 65. The significance of this book, if you guys aren't familiar, I'm going to show you. So as you know, the new Suicide Squad movie that's coming out, John Cena plays Peacemaker in the movie. Last page of the book, Peacemaker 2, first appearance. I don't know how significant that's going to be as far as the new movie, but I guess worthy of note. Oh, and real quick, I'm sorry. These are some books I got that came out like the last week or so. I tell you what. Well, yeah, I was going to say I'll save these because I want to get to the new this week stuff. So let me see if I can save. I'll just do these real quick. All right, so another copy of Home, #1. This book is sold out going into second printing. I promise I'll make these fast, guys. Silver Coin, #1. Another copy of that. That's going into second print, I believe. This was in Red Pegasus. Sometimes they stash some really cool stuff in their dollar boxes. Noctera #2. I did not have this, so I grabbed it. Oddly enough, I have the the thank you variant, but I don't have the regular cover. Star Wars High Republic Adventures #2. First appearance of, what is that character's name? I can't think. They had 2 copies in their dollar box, so I grabbed them. And then here's some back issues I got. This is She-Hulk #22. It's a first appearance, but I can't think of the name of the character. I think I saw Mercenot show this off. And then Mercenot also showed this off, and I was surprised they had it, and that's Extermination #2, second print, with Young Cable. What was the other book I showed that Mercenot had? Oh, it was that Thunderbolts book. Yeah. The Joker #2, cover A. I did not get any cover A, so I grabbed a couple of those. And that book is, like, gone. Got another copy of cover B, and 2 more copies of cover C by Brian Stelfreeze. Okay, now we'll get into the new this week stuff. Sorry that took so long. Now, unfortunately, none of this stuff is bagged and boarded because the shop I normally get my bags and boards from, they are sold out of bags and boards right now, so I'm going to have to wait before I can get more. This is a book that everybody was losing their mind over this week. Batman Fortnite #1. I'm not very happy with what I had to go through to get these books, but I did manage to get cover A. And this is actually cover C. I don't see anybody showing this one off. I think this is considered like a premium cover or something, but I was just happy I got it. But you know, here's the thing about this book. Everybody's going nuts over these books because it's got a code for Fortnite in it. In another couple of months, these books are going to be worthless. No one's going to want them. So I may just try to flip them while I've got them now, because I don't think anyone's going to care in a couple of months. This is Catwoman #30, the Jenny Frison cardstock variant. And I'm not disparaging Fortnite. I mean, listen, I know people like Fortnite, but I think the way they handled this was not smart, because you had all these gaming kids coming in looking for Fortnite that don't read comics, don't care about Batman. They only want the code that's in the book. That's it. And you think they're going to, like, become comic fans? Probably not. So, I don't know. I didn't feel like it was handled very well. Justice League #60. This is cover B. Maybe I'm being too critical. This is kind of funny. I didn't realize when I picked up Alien #1, I didn't get the blank cover, and I got this mainly because Mark Nelson, who did Dark Horse's Alien comic book, the original Alien comic book, I see him a lot, and I figured I'd get him to do a sketch on it. So I grabbed one of those, and then, oddly enough, I never got cover A for Alien. So I managed to find a couple copies. This book is hard to find now. Like, I mean, there was a million of these on the shelf the week that it came out, and I, for some reason, just missed cover A. So I was glad I was able to kind of retroactively go back and get that. All right, so now we're finally getting into this week, more of this week's stuff. Alien #2, this is cover A. And the very, very nice cover B by Stephanie Hans. I grabbed 2 of those. I hate these not being in bags and boards. I hate handling comics that are not bagged and boarded, but I was surprised to see that they still had these on the shelf. But this is Amazing Spider-Man #61. They must have either gotten a couple more or these were left over. Somebody didn't buy them. This is the second print, and this is actually pretty hot right now because everybody considers this the first full appearance of the costume on a cover, the new costume. So that's the second print. So I grabbed a couple more of those. Avengers number 45, featuring Blade. And I guess this is technically a King in Black crossover because it says King in Black on it, even though King in Black is done. Captain Marvel number 28. This was a hot book this week. Captain Marvel becomes the Sorceress Supreme. Anyway, this book I think sold out. Probably going to go into second print. Let's see what we got here. Champions number 6. I just got this because I thought it was a cool cover. Strictly a cover buy for me. And then this is Eternals number 4, the Todd Knock headshot variant. Okay, so God, I hate these not being in bags and boards. I hate handling comics that are not in bags and boards. Okay. This was one of the only variants I picked up this week, I think. There may be one other variant in here. Yeah, there is. Well, technically two. This is the Eternals number 4. This is a 1 in 25 variant featuring Thanos on the cover. I thought it was really cool, so I grabbed it. Price was right. The Mighty Valkyries number 1, Todd Knock headshot variant. I buy anything that Todd does because we went to art school together and we've been really good buddies ever since. Mighty Valkyries number 1. This is the Scotty Young variant with a bunch of word balloons there. I feel like I'm having to handle all these with kid gloves because I don't have bags and boards on them, and I hate this. Spider-Woman number 11. I know some of you are probably watching this going, comic books are meant to be read, not put in bags and boards. Well, I do read them, but I keep them in bags and boards to keep them from getting messed up. I thought this was a really nice cover. Okay. This I was happy about. This is Spider-Woman number 11, the Heroes Reborn variant, and it's Thanos, and I just thought this was a killer cover. I love Thanos, and I really dug this cover. So I actually grabbed 3 of those because I liked it so much. In fact, I dare say it's a better variant cover than that Eternals cover, which was a 1 in 25 variant. But that was just like an open order variant. Way of X number 1. This is the design variant. I think this was like 1 in 5 or 1 in 10 or something. And, you know, it is what it is. Not really crazy about that, but it was the only cover I picked up. I may go back and grab one of the wraparound covers. Women of Marvel number 1. This is the Amanda Connor variant cover. And then the Peach Momoko. There was another cover that was okay. But it was one of those covers that, like, when I saw it online and then I saw it in person, I was like, ugh, it doesn't look as good in person as what it did online. So I decided not to get it. Okay. Sorry. Grabbing a stack here. They still had this on the shelf at Titan Comics, so I decided to get it. It was cheap, $6.99, so it's a Berserker number 1. I think it's just one of the variants, and I don't think I have this one. And like I said, it was $6.99, so I figured why not. I know that book's getting a little bit of heat, even though they sold 1 billion copies of it. I know that it's still kind of got some heat on it right now. They had a copy of this on the shelf, and this book was nowhere to be found the week that it came out, and I've managed to grab 2 copies since. But I know it's a little bit of a hot book. This is written by George Romero's son, and who I believe is also George C. Romero. Cold Dead War number 1. I'm pretty sure that book is all but sold out almost everywhere you go. These I was supposed to get last week, and for some reason they didn't get them, so they filled them this week. This is EROS PSYCHE Number 2, the Pulp Fiction variant cover. Pretty nice. I ordered 3 of those. Man, I am running out of room here. Okay, Geiger number 1, the glow-in-the-dark cover. I would turn out the lights, but you guys can get the idea there. That book sold out. Like, I'm glad I ordered them because they were gonzo. Haha number 4. This is cover A, and this is cover B. And for some reason, this one is selling really, really well. I don't understand why. I mean, I think they're both good covers, but I guess this one is just doing much better. Like, people are buying that one up a lot faster. Okay, bear with me, folks. We're getting through this. Oh my God. All right. KARMEN number 2. This actually came out, was it like last week or the week before? But the store I had ordered a copy from, it was damaged, and so they got me a nice one. That's the only reason I'm showing that this week. This came out this week, Layla Starr. This is a foil David Mack variant cover, and I knew nothing about this book. So when I saw it, I thought it looked really nice. I managed to get a hold of 2 copies. I don't think that's a very heavily ordered book. So if you find it, you might want to look for that foil variant. Radiant Black number 3. From what I could see, this book sold out, going into second printing. That means all 3 issues of Radiant Black have now sold out. That book's doing well. Stray Dogs number 3. This is cover A. God, I hate trying to hold these books. And this is cover B. It's supposed to look like the Annabelle poster. It looks really warped. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the lighting. It doesn't really look that way in person. Like, looking at it right now, I can't even see it. But I can see it on camera. Probably because they're not in bags and boards. Okay, this book is super hot. And I kind of got screwed because I wanted 2 sets of these. There's 5 different covers, and I managed to get 2 sets, except I got shorted on this cover at one shop. This is cover A, You Promised Me Darkness. So I now have 2 sets, but one of them is missing cover A. And it really ticks me off because now this is selling for like $20 or more on eBay. And I just don't want to pay $20. I also missed out on the 1 in 5. There's a variant that's orange in the background and has a cat head on it. And I was kind of wanting to get that, but it is just a cat head, and they sold out of it before I got there. Anyway, if anybody has a cover A of this, maybe we can trade something for it. So I'll have 2 complete sets instead of just 1. This is cover B. This is from Behemoth Press, cover C. Actually, I don't know if I have these in order. I think this may be like cover E, actually. This may be cover C. Yeah, I think this is cover C. And then, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, geez. Okay, maybe I was missing, this was cover B. I think this belongs in what I just showed you. And then I'm getting into my second stack where I have a B, C, D, and E, but I don't have an A. Very frustrating. But I did manage to get my hands on the nude variant, which, as you can see, is censored, but this is a nude variant cover. And I'm kicking myself because they had these out at cover price, and I could have got 2, and I put 1 back. I didn't know it was going to be that hot of a book. I mean, I managed to grab, I wanted to grab 2 sets, but I didn't know it was going to be that hot, so I'm kind of kicking myself for not grabbing 2 of those. Okay, so now what you're going to see coming up next, this is a mix of awesome comics. My buddy Jake, he has a really cool section of dollar books, and I haven't hit his dollar books in a while, so I grabbed a bunch of dollar books, And then some of what you're going to see is from Jeremy at Titan Comics mixed in. I'll point those out, and those were not $1. And then there's 3 books in here that I think were $2 books at Jake's shop. So I'll let you know which is which. Okay. So, like, yeah, this was $1. This is Batman Shadow of the Bat Annual 1. I don't think I have this, and it's a Brian Stelfreeze cover. So I was happy to get that. That was $1. Shadow of the Bat Annual 2. That's definitely a Brian Stelfreeze cover. And I didn't have it. That was $1. Brightest Day number 10. First appearance of Deathstorm, I think. That was $1. Final Crisis Resist. I don't know if there's a number, if this is a one-shot, but anyway, that was $1. This was not $1. This was from Titan Comics. This was like $5, but it's the Avengers number 225. Just one of those really cool kind of like... I thought at first it was one of the Marvel Anniversary variants where they had like all the characters around it. It's just a cool cover. It's got Black Knight front and center and the Avengers characters around him. And I just thought it was cool. I don't know if this means like Black Knight joins the team, because it says at last the Black Knight, but it was a cool Avengers book I didn't have. So, and that was like $5. This was $4, and I thought this was very cool because I have the first appearance of Nebula, but this is the second appearance of Nebula. This is Avengers 258, and $4, you know, second appearance. I thought that was a good deal. So, and I didn't have it. This was $1. I have several copies of this, but I'm happy to get another one, especially now. This is Avengers number 35. Does anybody know the significance of this book? Sam Wilson as Captain America, first appearance anywhere as Captain America, is on this cover. And he's also mentioned and shown on the intro page. So technically this predates Captain America 25. And this book is finally starting to get a little bit of heat. See, there's Sam holding the shield. That is the first appearance of Sam as Captain America. Don't let anybody tell you different. This is his first appearance. Avengers 35. Some people are just now kind of... I've been screaming about this book for like a month or two, and nobody would listen to me. And now all of a sudden on eBay, it's finally starting to go for like $10. I'm sure it will go up after everybody sees this week's episode. Anyway, Cable number 1. You know, it's just Cable number 1. And, you know, I always kind of like this cover because it's a gimmick cover. It's got foil embossing, gold, and all this stuff around it for $1. This was $5 from Titan Comics. This is Captain America number 383, the 50th anniversary issue. Cover by Ron Lim and Jim Lee, inked by Jim Lee. And it's a big, thick book, too. I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyway. $5. Not bad. Usually I can find that book for cheaper, but that's a really nice copy, and it's not always easy to find a nice copy and that kind of, you know, for that issue. Cloak and Dagger number 18. I grabbed this because it's an Infinity Gauntlet crossover. This was a very low ordered title. It features Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, and Mephisto. And this is one of those books that if you're a completist and you're picking up all the tie-ins for Infinity Gauntlet, that's not the easiest one to find. Dark Avengers number 175. That was $1, by the way. This is $1. Dark Avengers 175, featuring Thunderbolts. First issue of a new era. I've never seen this book. I can't imagine it was very highly ordered. I thought it was a really cool cover. So yeah, happy to get that for $1. Dark Hawk. What am I talking about? Dark Hawk number 25. This was $2. And it's just kind of a gimmick cover, red foil. Nice copy. For $2, why not? Exiles number 28. This was a Buck Dale Keown cover featuring the X-Men. Cool looking cover. Stay with me, folks. We're getting there. Okay. This is Exiles number 1 from the newer series that came out like a few years back. And I don't think I had this, number 1. So that was a Buck. Man, this is one of those books I looked for like crazy and I couldn't find it. And of course, when I'm not looking for it, that's when I find it. This is Fantastic Four number 11. First appearance of, what's her name? It's not Lilith. It's Adam Warlock's sister, isn't it? I forget her name. Anyway, she was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's just one of those books that it's become kind of hard to track down. Got that for a buck. Fantastic Four 25. I thought this was a really cool cover. 25th issue. Didn't have it, surprisingly. I have almost every issue from this run. This was a buck. Hawkeye number 2. All new Hawkeye number 2. This was a buck. All new Hawkeye number 5. This was also a buck. All these Kate Bishop Hawkeyes are just going to be crazy expensive soon. Hawkeye and Mockingbird number 1. I just didn't have it. I thought it was a cool looking cover. So, Human Torch, that was a buck. Human Torch Comics issue number 1 from Timely Comics. This was when Marvel was kind of doing throwback of some of their Golden Age characters. Excuse me. Thought it was a really nice cover. That was a buck. Basically, unless I say different, it's a buck. Incredible Hercules 121. This is an Arthur Saddam cover. I was not familiar with this cover. I thought it was kind of cool, really sexy looking. And yeah, kind of a low-ordered time frame for that book. Mighty Avengers number 12, Secret Invasion crossover, and this is an homage to Avengers number 4 with everyone as Skrulls. I have a feeling these Secret Invasion books are going to go up pretty soon, especially now that, I don't know if you guys saw the news that hit this week with Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones, Khaleesi. She's been cast in the Secret Invasion series. And I thought this one was a really cool cover. This is Mighty Avengers number 14 with the Vision, classic looking Vision homage on there. Secret Invasion crossover. Another Secret Invasion crossover book that I think was kind of low ordered. This is Ms. Marvel number 27. Look at that white cover. And man, this is a beautiful copy. Like, no spine ticks or anything. Anytime you see a white cover like that, you always want to go after it, if it looks good. I always like this cover. This is New Avengers number 5. Just a really cool Dave Finch Wolverine cover. And, you know, for a buck, you can't say no to that. Alright, we're getting close. We're almost done. Bringing it home. Secret Invasion crossover. This is New Avengers number 39. Is that Echo there on the cover? I thought this was a really cool looking cover. David Mack, right? Yeah, David Mack. So it must be Echo, because it's David Mack. I mean, that would make sense. But I hadn't read that, so I thought I would give it a shot. This was interesting. This was a 4-issue miniseries, New Avengers The Reunion. It's a Dark Reign crossover. I'll tell you why I got it. I thought this was a pretty cool cover, but it has a variant, as you can see, slightly different, same pose, but slightly different. And I thought the variant was really awesome. And so I just grabbed both, because you got Hawkeye as Ronin, and then you got Hawkeye as Hawkeye. So anyway, for a buck a piece, I couldn't say no to those. I couldn't believe this was $1. This is now my 3rd copy of this book. It's got a little bit of a crease in the upper right, But this is just not an easy book to find. This is New Thunderbolts number 9, first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Pulsar. And I now have 3 copies of this book. For a while, I didn't think I could find one, and I've now picked up 3 copies. But I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bit of a crease right here on the cover. It's not a color break, but it's a crease. Couldn't believe this was $1. This is New X-Men number 31. I forget the villain name. This needs a press. It's got some spine bends right here. Thankfully no color break, but I think it's in desperate need of a press. But this is I think this goes for like $20-30. It's a hot book. Another X-Men villain appearance whose name I cannot think off the top of my head. Happy to get this for $1. Always happy to get any issue of this series for $1. This is Sam Wilson, Captain America number 11, and this is a Civil War II crossover. Secret Avengers number 16, John Cassaday, sideways cover. Thought that was really cool looking. We're so close to the end, guys. Secret Avengers, this is a long video, I apologize. Secret Avengers number 29. Just a really cool Art Adams cover. Black Widow. You know what is funny about this book? I had a copy of this book. I dropped it and I damaged it. It hit the corner and it like crunched it and like put color break and everything on it. So I saw this for $1 and I'm like, hey, I can replace it. Secret Avengers number 36. Kind of an homage to that. What's that one of is it New Avengers? It has a cover where it's white background and it's Ronin on the cover. I think it's Echo as Ronin. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool cover. Secret Avengers number 37. This is the final issue of Secret Avengers. And I tell you guys all the time, if you ever see the last issue of a comic series, always grab it if it's cheap. Because if people go back and look for them retroactively, the last issues are almost always very low ordered. Case in point, Secret Warriors number 28. This is the series finale. Never seen this book. Like, never held it, never seen it on the shelf. Cannot imagine it's a very high ordered book. For $1. This I just got because it gave me extreme nostalgia from when I was collecting comics in the 90s, and that's Strife's Strike File number 1 with the silver foil cover, gimmick cover. Just kind of one of those silly overprinted Marvel books from the 90s. But I don't think I have this. At least not anymore. So I was happy to get that for $1. Thor: The Dark World preview, or what is it? Prelude, sorry. This is number 2, photo cover with Chris Hemsworth. People are starting to go after these photo covers now. I guess because like whenever the actors do signings, they want to get them. This is another book that like I looked for this book like crazy. I never could find it. And of course, when I'm not looking for it, it pops right in my lap. And I got this for $2. This is Web of Spider-Man 97, first appearance of Nightwatch. Low ordered book. At one point in time, this book was selling for like $30. I don't know if anybody cares anymore, but I was happy to get it because the copy I have, the previous copy I got of this is not in the best of shape. This one's perfect. So $2. Happy to get that. X Factor number 107, Carrie Gamble cover. That's the only reason I got it, because I know Carrie Gamble and get him to sign it. Low ordered book. Got it for $1. Okay, I need to do a little course correction on you guys. So the last haul I showed you, I picked up a copy of X-Force number 8, and I told you that it was the first appearance of the real Domino. That is not correct. I think it's actually the second Domino appearance, but it's not actually Domino. It's what, Copycat or something. I said it was a robot. I'm mixing up my history. Anyway, that's wrong. This is correct. X-Force number 11. This is the first appearance of the real Domino. So this is not a copy of Domino. This is the real thing. And it's an early Deadpool appearance. $2 for this one. Happy to get that. And I think I have a copy of this book, but I couldn't tell you where it is. So, all right, last two books. Young Avengers #3. I just love this America Chavez cover. Just think it's great. And Young Avengers #8. Again, I really dig this cover. So there you go. So all of those, except the ones I noted, were $1 a piece. And yeah, Jake at Awesome Comics, I can't say enough good stuff about him. He has a really good selection of dollar books, and I always love going through his boxes. Guys, this video has been 35 minutes. I am so sorry. I didn't realize I was going to make that long of a video. I actually meant to make a video over the weekend with some of this stuff, or actually not over the weekend, earlier in the week. And I got tied up, so I wasn't able to do it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel. I would very much appreciate it. I'm still looking for a copy of Berserker #2, the foil second printing, or not #2, #1. Berserker #1, the second print, the foil variant. I got royally screwed when that came out. I tried 4 different shops, like right when they opened, and nothing. Like they never even hit the shelf. And yet certain people I know got multiple copies of them. So if anybody out there has one and they're willing to trade it for something, maybe we can work something out. Let me know. That's all I got. I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. Have you gotten your jabs, your COVID jabs, your vaccine? I got my second jab a couple weeks ago. I feel great. I hope you guys are all vaccinated and staying safe. You can find out more about me at bigfanboy.com or dallascomicshow.com. And I know I've been saying we're going to have some news about Dallas Comic Show. It's coming. I will hopefully have some news early next week that I can share with you guys about that. Or whenever you see my next haul video, I'll be able to talk about it. Also, check out my show, my movie review show called The Big Film Show, which is just bigfilmshow.com. And we do movie reviews on there, movie news, all sorts of stuff. We're gearing up for the Oscars on Sunday. We'll probably have like a recap show after that's over to talk about the Oscars. And yeah, if you haven't already done so, check out Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Man, I'm so happy with how the show ended. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for Loki, which is going to be like a couple weeks from now, right? And then also watch Invincible. If you haven't been watching Invincible, check that out as well. I'm Mark Walters with Mark's Comic Hall, y'all. Love all you guys. Fred Hall Direct Edition, Comic Crypt to Castle Hills just moved. Congratulations on the move, Mr. Rigor Mortis 86. I mean, who am I leaving out? All you guys. Everybody's great. Comic Book Phil and all you guys. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. I'll see you on the next Mark's Comic Hall, y'all. Take care, everybody.